Hi, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope everyone is doing really well. Today I will be revisiting someone who I haven't made a reaction video to in a long while, and I thought it was about time. The individual that I am talking about is the channel Swolenormous. I hate that channel name. I picked a video of his that has nothing to do with fitness. And this is something that I have noticed more and more, and it is so annoying and frustrating. I am venting my frustrations in this video. What I am seeing lately is an influx of fitness influencers branching out. And it's always good to branch out. Where I'm noticing these influencers branching out to is the identity politics atmosphere. Also, dating advice, relationship advice. I don't remember when fitness and any of those subjects relate in any way. Just because you have an opinion on a subject doesn't mean we want to hear it. And it also doesn't mean that it's factual. This guy over on this channel made a video and it caught my eye and I'm going to react to it. And it is entitled, Trans Women Don't Know the Struggles of Real Women. I cannot wait to hear a man explain to the viewer, me, a woman, why trans women don't know what it's like to be a woman. I guarantee this guy probably shares the opinion that trans women are men, which means that he believes that he is the same as a trans woman and is about to explain the struggle of real women to a woman. Do we see the irony in this? Let's see if he does.
Hey, what's up, fam? How we doing? Hello, tainty man. Hello, my sweet, sweet tainty boy. What's going on, beaches? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you're following, subscribe, and of course, check out papasolio.com for 20% off mugs, merch. We got tanks. We got racer bag tanks for the ladies. We got hoodies, long sleeve tees, flags, all that good stuff. First, a sip of vegan tears. We got a video to watch. Tastes so good when it hits your lips. Very salty, but oh my god, vegan tears.
Have you ever seen a grown adult behave and then you were like, oh, you never grew up past the age of 12? That's how I feel watching any of his videos.
If trans women are not real women because we don't understand the struggles of being a real woman, then why do I refuse to leave my hotel room if I can hear men outside, in the fear that they will take note of my hotel room number and come and harass me? I'm back with an update for you. I just went on a 1-minute walk to grab toothpaste, in which I was catcalled by 2 men. It's disgusting and it's not good enough.
I'll take things that didn't happen for 300, Alex. Okay, so if trans women are not real women, they're not. It's men that wish they were women, that want to be women, for whatever reason. Maybe it's seed oils, maybe it's soy.
And this is exactly why fitness influencers should probably just stick to talking about fitness, because you don't actually know anything about anything else. You like to pretend that you do, but you really don't. People such as this individual, they are willfully ignorant. Information is out there. It is literally at your fingertips. And you either are too lazy to take the few seconds to read something, or you just like being exclamatory because it gets you views, because it gets you attention. To say, oh, for whatever reason, you could learn the reason. The reason is available to you. You could learn a thing or two. Also, the story that the trans woman video, I believe her name is Grace. Actually, her name is Grace. I follow her. That story, okay, whether it happened or not, being catcalled is a real experience that he probably doesn't experience. He being Swolenormous. I don't know his real name. I think I did at one point, but I don't actually know his real name. But just because you've never been catcalled, sir, doesn't mean other people don't experience it. I have seen this trend on TikTok and Instagram where trans women are, making these videos of, if we're not real women, then why do I feel unsafe around men? I'm not gonna say I'm a big fan of this trend. I get it. I understand the point. I get the point. Okay, I'm able to, logically, reach the point of those videos. He logic is lost on men. Not all men, but men. Personally, I skip those videos. I'm like, whatever. It's not relevant to me.
Eat a steak, go to the gym, you know the deal. But a man doesn't understand what a woman goes through. Men don't have periods. Men don't know what it's like to be women because they're not women. I don't know what it's like to be a woman.
So why are you making this video? This is not a subject you can speak on, so don't speak on it?
I can maybe think about it and play a thought experiment, but I don't know because I am not one. So you're pretending. You're playing a role. You're assuming that all women are afraid all the time. That's not true. A lot of women embrace the Second Amendment and they do jujitsu and judo and self-defense, and they're just aware and their head's on a swivel.
That means they're afraid. That means they're scared. If they're willing to take the steps to learn a martial art of protection, that is coming probably from a place of fear.
Hey, so this is editing me, and I thought of something, and I know it has been said many, many times, but it definitely warrants repeating. Maybe instead of having women learn self-defense and always being on guard and always looking over their shoulder and always being frightened, maybe instead we just raise our boys to be men who don't assault women.
It's like woman face, right? Black face, woman face. You're pretending. I'm afraid that I'm gonna get harassed. If I'm not a real woman, then how come I feel what?
It really isn't the same thing, nor is it pretending or whatever it is he said. Because one woman's experience does not detract from my experience or another woman's experience of womanhood. Just like the way I experience being a woman doesn't take away from the way a trans woman experiences being a woman. It's not pretending, it's just experiencing something differently from one another. It's really not that complicated. It's very simple, actually, if you take the time to just sort of think about it for, I don't know, a minute.
Right now, because I want to talk about this text, this response from one of our members, Joe, and it's an awesome post and makes me really proud as to what the Swole fam has accomplished. So Joe says, started listening to the Daily Swole on August 7th at 52 years old and 375 pounds. With the elimination diet and 4 days a week lifting heavy weights, I have become much stronger and down to 315 pounds, which is just a number on the scale, but wearing clothes that haven't fit in years and feel so much better. The main thing is I joined the fam, and my 2024 focus is to focus on all 7 pillars, not just 2. And although I am feeling completely overwhelmed right now, I know with the help of the Swole fam community, I will learn how to use all these tools that are now available to me. Thank you, Papa. No, thank you, Joe. Thank you so much for sharing, and super proud of you. That's 60 pounds lost, and that just means the world to me, and I know it means the world to you. And with all the fat positivity and blah, 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 being fat is not bad for you, and all this activism that's been going on for years and years and years, we've been covering it for so long on the channel and the podcast, it's always nice to come back to reality and realize that there are people working hard, there are people getting after it, there are people putting in the work, and you don't really hear this from men. You hear this from activists, you hear this from weaker people, you hear this from a lot of women. I'm not saying women are weaker, but you hear this from these social justice activists. You hear this a lot from the left, you hear this a lot from this victim culture, but it really doesn't take hold as much with obese men. Most men know that they're fat. They're not trying to justify it to people, they're not trying to pretend like it's healthy. They're either ashamed about it, and unfortunately a lot of them just deal with it, and they stay that way because that's their identity.
Oh, that was it. Like, that was it to the woman video. You spent like 3 minutes actually talking about the title of the video, and the remainder of the video was nothing. You know, I see people like this on social media, you know, talking shit about trans people. And my question is, why do you care so much? How did that video, like, personally affect your life so much that you felt the need to make that video, this video, that you didn't actually say anything? This is just more evidence of maybe stay in your lane of fitness, which, even that one is very misinformed. He gets a lot of things backwards, but whatever. So, what have we learned? He, a man, should probably not speak on women's issues. That includes trans women issues. Not your lane, because that's another thing. He will never know. He will never know what it's like to be a real woman, and he will also never know what it's like to be a trans woman. So maybe don't talk about it at all. You can have your opinion, keep it up here. Keep it up here with all your other jumbled, fucked up thoughts, but putting it out here, no. Keep your stupidity to yourself. Thank you. Anyway, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I did not enjoy making it, I'm not gonna lie. Oh god, his face is like looking at me. Let's just close that. Just turn that computer away from me. Ewy. Anyway, thank you so much for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy it, you can give it a thumbs down. That is cool too. I do not mind. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit the notification bell to stay notified of all future uploads. If you have any comments, questions, video suggestions, anything at all, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Be sure to go follow me over on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye!